Is it something that you want to direct as well?
I've gone back and forth on whether I absolutely had to direct it or not.
Let's just say you're the director. Let's not hand over the reins just yet. All right, here we go. I'm Destin Daniel Cretton, and I'm here chatting with Daniel Hanna. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, I am RJ Daniel Hanna. I go by Daniel, and I'm a 2021 Nicholl Fellow.
We're talking about all things writing, and namely his Nicholl-winning script, Shelter Animal, which I loved so much.
It's about a female prison inmate who begins working in an animal shelter in order to gain parole. Destin Daniel Cretton is a filmmaker I really respect and kind of inspired me to enter the competition.
Welcome, Daniel.
How are you doing?
I really loved your script, by the way. I really loved it. Those characters just came alive. I fell in love with them. I've always found that tragedy or difficult, dramatic moments are often kind of the best time to interject humor. When things get really dark, that's typically when the jokes start to fly. What's kind of like the stages of grief after you get those notes?
The grief is probably when you feel like you have something that's really working and it's not translating.
I have never written something in solitude and found it to be ready to go and shoot. I need the reflection of other people's opinions to show me what's working and what's not.
This script I worked on for a long time, and I did a short film and rewrote it after working with actors, and that process really made me realize how much extra stuff was in there in the feature that I didn't need and what the real heart of the story was.
I have that tendency to, when I'm starting to write a feature, I just think how the hell am I going to fill 90 to 120 pages? And I just start putting more and more characters and ideas and locations. For me, almost always the rewrite process is about simplifying. Something that I forget again every single time I start a new project.
Yeah.
I think in every single movie that I've done, there is a scene that was one of my favorite scenes of the movie on the editing floor. The most fun scene to shoot. The actors were on their A game. Everything seemed to be working about the scene, except that it wasn't necessary in the movie and it wasn't working in the movie. I've often found that it was a necessary scene to shoot for the actors to experience, for all of us to experience.
You know, you started in an indie space and obviously you're working on a bigger canvas now. What's it like as an artist navigating that?
From a process standpoint, I don't see a huge difference between short-term 12 and Marvel. Obviously, there's bigger toys, there's more people, but you're still just sitting on a set looking at a monitor and you're seeing one shot that you're trying to get right, and then you move to the next one. I said no to a lot of things that some people would have said, you're crazy, at the time that I said no to them. I find that for me, being completely myself in a pitch and not trying to sell myself, not trying to do what I think the other people want, may not land me the job every time, but it does weed out whether or not I should be doing this with these people anyway. And when I look back at those no's, they defined me just as much as the things that I said yes to. Is it something that you want to direct as well?
It is. You know, I've gone back and forth on whether I absolutely had to direct it or not.
Let's just say you're the director. Let's not hand over the reins just yet.
A little premature.
Congratulations on a really beautiful script. I enjoyed it in so many ways.
Thanks so much, and thanks for reading and taking the time. I really appreciate it.
All right, Daniel. Talk soon.
Talk soon.